Well, welcome back, guys. It's Rod and Velette, living in the dream here again. Thanks for popping in and looking at the channel. Let me show you some Western Australia wildflowers. Um, you can't discount the flowers up north. We started seeing the sturt desert peas up around Karratha, and they're absolutely spectacular, just everywhere, just like weeds they were, but fantastic. Then we started to come down towards Carnarvon, and we started to see these huge fields of purple flowers on the side of the road, and we were starting to get excited then. We're really looking forward to getting down and seeing the wildflowers further south, but for the moment, these were pretty damn good. So we headed on down into Kalbarri. We wanted to see the window to the world and see some of the wildflowers down that way. It doesn't matter which way you do this loop. You can come clockwise or anti-clockwise. Doesn't make any difference. Either way, it's spectacular. Well, we arrived in Kalbarri yesterday. Weather wasn't real flash, but we got out, took some photos, some wildflowers, and we've come out to the national parks and had a look at Nature's Window, a few of the other sites around the national parks. But I thought we'd take you out here onto the road into Kalbarri and show you some of the wildflowers out here. It's pretty impressive, really hard to video, so we'll put up some still shots as well. But there's all sorts of things out here, like kangaroo paws, they call it the other things, smelly socks, cat paws, little daisies. Yeah, it's really, really good. I reckon it's one of the best years ever had for a long time. So looking forward to showing you guys wildflowers around Kalbarri. This is the road into Kalbarri. We're probably about 15 k's out of Kalbarri, and as far as the eye can see up here is just white flowers, yellow flowers, and these spectacular kangaroo paws. They are just amazing. They're everywhere, and like I said before, even the locals are impressed with the amount of kangaroo paws that are out at the moment. They're a spectacular plant, and quintessentially Western Australian. A little bit more of what's along the road into Kalbarri. You're going to see these cat's paws. Apparently they're quite rare, the cat's paws. And then, of course, the daisies. Trying not to walk on them. It's a beautiful, 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 beautiful area. Yeah. I can't get over the wildflowers. I never thought I was going to be excited about the wildflowers the way I am. But the road into Kalbarri is pretty damn special. This one here is called Smelly Socks. They're only in bud at the moment. I don't know whether we're going to get to see them out, but apparently they're a whitish flower, and they smell like smelly socks. That's why they've named Smelly Socks. I know it looks like a sea of yellow, but in amongst that, it's really hard for the video to pick up, but in amongst it there's things like cat's paws down in amongst the yellow. There's all little daisies. It's just, yeah, like I said, pretty spectacular as you're driving to Kalbarri. If you haven't been over to Western Australia, I think you should get yourself over here. It's pretty damn special. I've come out of town, probably only about 4 k's. Have a look around, see if we can find some wildflowers, and it's just amazing the amount of wildflowers here in Kalbarri. I didn't expect it. I thought we'd find a whole lot of wildflowers down further south around Mullawa, but the amount of flowers we've seen up here is incredible. I'm going to shoot some video up for you. I've just been wandering along the side of the road taking videos. Yeah, you'll see kangaroo paws, wattles, cat's paws, little cotton bud things that I don't know what they're called, but just, yeah, get yourself up to Kalbarri. If you can't do it this year, it's September now, middle of September, so aim for middle of September next year, and you're going to be surprised. It's just absolutely beautiful. Oh, there's an emu on the side of the road. I wonder if we can turn around and capture him as well. I'll have a shot at that and see how we go. There we go. You don't get much more Australian than that. The wattle, the emu, yeah, pretty cool. So we finally found the elusive reef flower. It's about a half-hour drive outside, where are we? Mullewa. And there's 4 or 5 of them here. I know there's a few a little bit further south, but yeah, just grow on the side of the road. Yeah, pretty impressive. Apparently they've got a taproot that can go down about 6 foot deep, so yeah, awesome. We came out the Pindar Road from Mullewa. That's probably only about a 15-minute run, and we thought we were going to be lucky to try and find one of these reef flowers. Instead of finding one, we probably found about 50 or 60, and it's dead easy. You just follow the signs, and you can see up there the people just wandering amongst the reef flowers. But they are literally all along the side of the road here for 150 metres or so, and pretty spectacular actually. So if you're up in the Mullewa area, head down to Pindar, or out to Pindar, and you're going to come across these wildflowers called reef flowers. They call them reef because they look like a reef, spelt W-R-E-A-T-H. They're pretty special. I'll shove some pictures up anyway. Yeah, Pindar, Western Australia. From Mullewa we went down to Canna, have a look at some orchids. We camped at Coolanooka that night, and then we went down to Perenjeri, camped down at Camel Soak, before making our way up through Minganoo up to Coalseam, and then out to Ellendale Pool. It was the last weekend of September by this point, and the wildflowers, especially the everlastings, had started to die off. There was still a couple of orchids around Canna. We did see one of the fringed lilies there, which are pretty spectacular. We'd seen them before, but they were really looking good here. Some of the everlastings were still out and about around the Camel Soak area, but by the end of September, I think you're going to be running out of time if you're coming down the same way we did. But it's still well worth a trip. From Perenjeri, or from Donga actually, we headed down into Jerian Bay. We heard about the Le Sueur National Park, and we thought we'd do the loop out there. Apparently it's got a huge diversity, one of the biggest diversities of wildflowers in the Southern Hemisphere. When we got out there, we were pretty surprised, actually, considering we're in October by now. And this area here on screen, you can see now, it has just a field of kangaroo paws, these beautiful little cat's paws. Yeah, it's really spectacular. The whole park was amazing with the amount of diversity of wildflowers. Yeah, it's just well worth a trip. If you're in Jerian Bay, well worth a trip to get up and go through the Le Sueur National Park. It'll only take you half a day. It's actually very close to Perth when you look at it from that direction. But yeah, get yourself over to Western Australia and catch up on these wildflowers. We hope to see you when we get our next video up, and that will be probably the southwest of Western Australia. So enjoy, thanks for visiting, and we'll see you next time.